My name is Benton Stokes. I'm a former fundamentalist, post-evangelical worship leader, and songwriter. I enjoy wry Manhattans, roller coasters, and road trips, just not all at the same time.
I'm Elaine O'Rourke, and I'm a teacher, an author, and a spiritual coach. I was a philosophy professor and a liberal pastor in a couple of former lives, and these days, I love aha moments and not-so-dry martinis.
We have conversations about life and God with a queer perspective, over cocktails, like you. This is Cocktail Theology.
So what is this slushie we're drinking? You don't normally make slushies.
No, I don't usually make slushies.
So what is this thing?
It definitely froze. This is called Eeyore's Requiem. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me tell you.
Lots of Aperol.
Yep, it's got Aperol, Dolan Blanc,
Okay.
vermouth.
I can taste that.
It has gin. It has orange bitters. And then two interesting things. It has Cynar.
Okay.
And it has Fernet Branca.
Ooh, okay. So it has lots of bitter things.
Got
in
a
it.
lot of things going on, hence the name. So the bartender, who created this drink was from a bar that we've actually been to in Chicago called the Velvet Hour. And he wrote a cocktail book several years ago now.
Okay.
And this is one of the featured recipes. But in it, he says that he considers Eeyore to be the most bitter character in all of literature.
No!
I don't think he's bitter at all.
Not even a little. He's just disappointed.
He's disappointed and sad.
He's
and
so
mopey.
disappointed. So you know my initials are Eeyore, right?
Oh, they are, aren't they? That's funny. But anyway, this is a really tasty drink.
Yeah, and it's not as bitter as had you just read me the ingredients. I would have assumed it would have been bitter. So the balance is great in it.
It's really nice. Yeah, I did not try this before.
No, I like it.
We poured it out. I am surprised.
I would definitely drink more of this. This is very, very good. I could use it without the slush. It really froze hard.
It froze really hard. Well, part of it, too, is that it may be a bit lower proof. The main ingredient in it is Aperol, which is a lower proof alcohol.
Well, all those liqueurs you were talking about,
Right.
I mean, those are not high proof things.
Yeah.
Like the gin can't keep it fluid.
Right. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good.
It's really tasty.
It's good.
Yeah. And we love Eeyore.
We do love Eeyore.
We really do.
Yeah. Eeyore's my spirit animal. Actually, I can't really say that. Eeyore is my... What is the... in the Harry Potter...
Horcrux?
No.
Eeyore is not a Horcrux.
God, no, not a Horcrux. The one that... What's the one in... Okay, Harry Potter fans, send it over to me. Not the Horcrux, the...
Oh, you mean like the owl?
Yeah, well, the animals...
Harry has the owl?
No, it's the one... It'd be like your spirit animal. It's the one that appears when you're at your peak. It'll come to me. I think it starts with a D. Everything starts with a D in that thing. Anyway.
All right.
So it doesn't matter. So here's what I want to talk about today.
Okay.
So we just came through what I'm now thinking of is the MMA fight of primary seasons in California, right?
Right.
Because for those of you who aren't aware of this, California went to what I think is probably well-intentioned, but perhaps the stupidest thing that we've ever done. I mean, and we've done a lot of stupid things here. But this particular one was we went to a primary where it was the two candidates of any stripe who got the most votes would go into the election in November.
Yeah.
Well, the first problem with this is that you wind up getting people whose legal names are things like, I love my beige t-shirt. I mean, seriously, on the ballot. It's just crazy on the ballot.
Yeah.
It also means that you can get two people who have a similar bent, but are bad in completely different ways, who get in the first two positions and lock out people who have a very different point of view, who might actually be useful.
Right.
Right. And there are lots of ways to do this kind of primary in a way that isn't insane, but we just came through this. Yeah. Anyway, so part of the thing for me as I was voting and thinking about the vote was once I got rid of I love my beige t-shirt guy, I was really trying to figure out, okay, so how do I go about voting? Because I favored one candidate. there was no chance that candidate was going to win. There was not enough money or time. It just wasn't going to happen.
Right.
So I thought, okay, do I vote for this one candidate who I actually support, but I think could make a good governor? Do I vote for the person who's most likely to win? Do I vote not for the person who's most likely to win, but the one who's most likely to beat the guy who's most likely to win on the other side of the thing? You know what I mean? Like all those.
Right.
And I was really struggling with that. And I think a lot of us do.
Yeah.
So what this made me think of, though, was that line from the Bible that says we have to be wise as serpents, but gentle as doves. And, that's kind of a throwaway line in some ways, right? But I think it points to one of the challenges that we have as people of integrity, who believe that we have principles that we stand up for, people of faith, whatever that means, about do we try to be smart? Do we try and do what we think is the right thing, even if it is a losing cause? I don't know. And, it comes to money decisions, right?
Yeah.
I've been boycotting Target mostly since they got rid of their DEI policies because they used to be so good.
Yes, they did.
They used to be so good. And then they just turned and became horrible.
Right.
And Walmart, but that's a whole different thing.
Right.
So I've been mostly boycotting them. Sometimes I buy things from them because it's the only place around here that I can get them. And it's that or Amazon. It's not like Amazon is better,
not any
right?
better.
But I've been thinking, okay, so what's the trade-off? Where do I trade my principles for practicality? Or if I'm voting, how do I vote? But I think that question of how do we be wise as serpents, and the wise as serpents is an interesting choice.
Yes, it is.
Not wise as prophets, wise as serpents.
Right.
How do we be strategic?
Yeah.
And also open and vulnerable and have integrity, and I don't know. So that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
What in the world does the Bible mean by that? And how do we live it out in our lives? How do we balance those things?
Yeah.
Go. Give me the answer. We can cut this short and it'll all be good. And people can write to us and say, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I think it is interesting, the wise as a serpent, because in the Bible, the serpent is kind of seen as a deceiver.
Yes, duplicitous.
Yeah. I wonder if a serpent, in the way that the Bible talks about serpents, can see everything. Like, sees all of the possible outcomes.
Okay, say more.
And then decides which one serves him. And then manipulates and steers everything toward that outcome. But
All right.
I wouldn't think that the Bible would be exhorting us to be that and do that.
But, well, and I need to say that passage is in the context of how to go out and be among non-believers. So it is more advice. It's advice, not commandment. Right? It is about how to be in a world that worships idols, that is likely to string you up by your feet. It is a little bit of a Polonius's Vice to Laertes, right? It does have that tone to it rather than it being thou shalt not, thou shalt. Right. The fact that the Bible gives even any of that is already a stratagem.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
That's why it would be in there.
Yeah.
And still, even if I say, well, really, anything Paul says is just crap, which I wouldn't, but I have at times, it's still a question. It still is a real question for me.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
How am I a person of integrity? How do I be a person of faith? How do I do that? How do I love? I mean, how do I love? Right. Even the people I want to love. Forget the people I don't want to love but need to love. Right.
Yeah.
How do I love and also be strategic? How do you...
Maybe working backwards then. What does it mean to be gentle as a dove?
Okay. Well, doves poop on everything.
Well, they do. They do.
Okay.
They do.
So that's probably not it.
Maybe not.
God.
But they're also a symbol of peace. So be peaceable, be a peacemaker.
Okay.
But the flip side of that would be don't be stupid.
Okay.
Don't be reckless, or don't endanger yourself or compromise who you are in the process.
Okay, so let's think about doves for a minute. I can't say I've ever done this before, so bear with me. All right, so doves build nests.
They do.
They nurture the eggs that they lay. Mm-hmm. They have homes. It's a weird way to put that. But like we think of dovecotes, right? We think of, let's just say with nests for a minute. Doves are not like geese, right? Like, I didn't think this was going to be an aviary conversation. But like doves do not fly, get down, and then go attack attackers, right? Like that's not what doves do, right? Doves will protect their babies, but they don't like take them out into trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it isn't like doves are self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have seen a dove fly away from the nest. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a lack of martyrdom in there. And the gentle, I think we can take this way too far. Mm-hmm. I think we should more think in terms of gentle as a dove, more like something vulnerable. Something can be broken. Like if you go to pick up a snake, snake's going to try to bite you.
Right.
If you go to pick up a dove, dove's going to try and run away. Might peck at you, but seriously, like if you're going to get it, right? If you can trap it.
Right.
So maybe there's something in that.
Yeah.
Maybe we're trying to do too much with this.
Yeah.
And instead, let's just back away from that and like let the dove just sit in her little nest for the love of God. And instead think, okay, so if what it really means is something less profound, it's more about being vulnerable, being homekeepers in that smaller sense of that.
Yeah.
Snakes don't travel together.
Oh, yeah.
Doves have clusters of doves, whatever they're called, right? Not really flocky people, but that's fine. Doves are not the extroverts of the world, can I just say?
They're not.
But like if we kind of like lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It still takes me back to so what the heck, how our culture values being strategic so much.
Yes, it does.
When I think about how to get what I want, or how to get what is good for me, or how to get what is good for somebody else, or how do I get? That's it. How do I get? That's what serpents do in the Bible. How do I get?
Yeah.
They figure out the how do I get.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Where doves are like, do, right, over in the nests.
Coo, coo, coo.
Coo, coo. I just got this Betty Boop version of a dove in my head. But there's something about that. All right, so let's extrapolate to that. So if you were your most dynamic, most goal-driven, most whatever self, and a person of faith, what would that look like for you? That might be a way to go at it. Because if we think about serpents as being strategic, seeing what they want to achieve, figuring out how to do it, manipulation works. Don't have to go that far, but right. For me, in terms of the primary, it's who is electable.
Yeah.
Right. That would be that.
Right.
And then the dove piece is all the other stuff.
Sure.
Be your most goal-driven, your most whatever person that you can imagine. What would that look like?
I think I would probably be an activist.
Okay.
If I were bolder, I would want to stand on principle. I think I would want to rally other people to stand on principle. I think I would choose, a cause or two and really go after that and rally other people to go after that.
Okay. So there's focus in this.
I think there has to be focus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the boldest version of that for me.
Okay.
The gentler version of that is actually more like who I am, which is I pray a lot. I have one-on-one conversations with people. I try to bring hope and light to a situation or to a conversation or an interaction, whatever. Yeah, I think being wise as a serpent for me in that case would be more like very focused, very intentional, putting tons of energy behind that thing.
Okay.
As opposed to being gentle, which is more like, how do I handle every interaction in my life? How do I, every person that I come into contact with, every need that I see, that I pray for, all of that.
Okay. All right. I get that. And at this point, you're talking about kind of causes.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get real specific for a minute. Mm-hmm. Crazy, stupid election.
Yeah.
It's always amazing to me how people talk about elections. Like, there'll be two people who don't love either one of them, but they're not the same.
Right.
And then people say, oh, it's just the same. I don't like either choice. I'm going to just not vote. It's like, you're so full.
Yeah.
So how do you think about something like that? Because that's clearly strategy. And if we think about this crazy primary we just had, how do you go about thinking about it? Now, there wasn't anybody I was just like, oh my gosh, right there. This is God in street clothes. I want to vote for that person.
Yeah.
I'm going to send them my money. There wasn't any of that.
Yeah.
But there were definitely people that I thought were more and more. How do you think about that?
If you're wise as a serpent, then you go with the practical choice. Like, you go with the one that's most likely to create the end that gets you closer to the outcome that you desire. So, for instance, in this case, if you don't want a conservative as a governor of California, then you put your energy and effort and money and time and all of that behind the person who can beat that other person.
Okay, so you're going for, in some ways, you're saying, I don't want this outcome. I'm going to strategize towards this other outcome. The best shot I have of getting that other outcome is this.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about a company does stuff that I don't want it to do? Mm-hmm. And I personally believe that 98% of all companies do stuff I don't want them to do.
Right.
But, this one has pissed me off.
Yeah.
And this is where I can take my tiny little stand.
Yeah.
What choices you make around that? It used to be that everybody's pissed off at Walmart. There's no good reason to be pissed off at Walmart. Walmart is evil.
Yeah.
And Walmart may be the only store within 50 miles of people.
Yeah, I think at that point, if there's not a local retailer or a reasonable distance that you're willing to drive for whatever it is that you need, then I think, again, you're very strategic about what you will and won't buy and how you will and won't support that business. So if you need formula and diapers, you go to Walmart. If you need a chair, you don't go to Walmart. You order it online from another retailer that's more reputable. Or if you need clothes, or you think you need clothes, you don't go to the retailer that has ethical question marks. And maybe you do without for a while.
Or you buy used.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, you thrift or whatever. I think there are creative ways to get around some of that.
Okay.
There are things that people need. There are things that people want. People have discretionary spending. That,
God willing.
Yes, God willing. We have discretionary spending.
Yes.
So we can choose how we spend that money.
Right.
What we spend on necessities,
Right.
that you may have to make harder choices.
Okay.
That can be a really tough call.
Suppose I want to get ahead in my job. And I know that the way to do that is XYZ. I don't know. Butter up the boss. I don't know. I have no idea how you would do that at my company. So it's like, I'm just making stuff up at this point. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so whatever that is, I think that I have the path. I know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I can say that if I got ahead at my work, it would allow me to do all these other good things in the world. Which it might.
It might.
Now, to me, part of the problem is if you aren't already doing those things, your having more of whatever you think you want isn't going to get you to do those things. It's just not.
It's not.
That's not who you are. That's character doesn't work like that. But let's imagine for the moment that I am giving, 3% of my income to good causes. Okay? And I say, but if I can get ahead, then I could give 4% of my income, 5%, or my 3% would be a lot more.
Yeah.
And maybe what I have to do goes against some other principle I have. Like maybe in order to get ahead at my job, maybe I have to take credit for something that was actually a team effort. What about that? I mean, really, I worked on it. It isn't like I'm taking somebody else's
Well, I mean, it's the adage, the ends justify the means.
But I'm not even trying to make the means all that bad. And I'm still going to be kind to the rest of my team. I'm still going to say, I and my team.
Right.
Rather than we.
Yeah, some of that's semantics. I mean.
Well, is it?
Well.
You see the problem.
Yeah, I do see the problem.
All right,
sure.
so put on your Jesus hat or your Paul hat or your Dove hat.
I don't have a Paul hat.
whatever hat you got.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what I should do. Wise as serpent, gentle as dove.
Well, Jesus always says, love your neighbor. I mean, that's going to be a bottom line. So if something that you want to do is not loving your neighbor.
Willing their good.
And willing their good, right, exactly. Then Jesus would say no.
Damn it.
I mean, it's bottom line.
Hold on, I need to scratch off that promotion I was going to apply for. Because I was going to say, I and my team is doing all of this if it turns out right.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, it's like, oh, hell no, I have no idea. Who are these people? I haven't been working with them for the last year. Okay. No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think that for me. I mean, all the kidding aside, I'm glad you brought that up because that loving your neighbor piece, even if you don't like your neighbor very much, is really important. That whole willing the good, even when it does not serve you, is key. Yep.
It is. Sucks, but it is.
Stupid serpents and doves. This is why the dove is not the "don't tread on me" symbol, right?
Can you just even see it?
Can you imagine all of the famous flags with doves on them instead? It's like
angry doves.
Angry doves. Okay, I just went to Angry Birds. All right, we may need more of this and less of the conversation.
I think probably.
I think we've worn this out.
All right, listeners,
love your neighbor.
What do you think of our ethical dilemma here?
Love your damn neighbor.
Love your neighbor. That's right. That's our bottom line here. Cocktailtheology.com is where we are. Send us suggestions for episodes, cocktails, and other things.
Stratagems.
Whatever's on your mind. Yeah, go ahead. We appreciate you. Till next time.
We do. Bye.
Bye.
Funny how the view can change, how life just seems to rearrange itself, no matter what it was. I don't know how it goes, but look, moving on feels pretty good. Moving on feels pretty good.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and hit subscribe wherever you're listening right now. We welcome your comments, questions, and ideas for conversations and for cocktails. Please get in touch with us at our website, cocktailtheology.com. Cocktail Theology is a production of SFS. Our theme song is Moving On Feels Pretty Good, recorded by yours truly, Benton Stokes. You can find my music wherever you stream your favorite artists. Join us next Thursday for another new episode.